We're in the anatomy department at Liverpool University in England, where specialist Robert Conley is about to carry out an autopsy. But this is an examination with a difference. You see, this body is old, very old.
As far as we are aware, this is the mummified remains of a young priest, priest of Akhmun, contemporaneous with Tutankhamun himself, so he's probably in the region of 3,000 years old.
Radiography was the first modern technique used to help understand the process of mummification, particularly when it came to removing the body's vital organs.
It was easy enough to remove the viscera, which were extracted, but to actually remove the brain must have been a rather more difficult problem, and none of the skulls have been cut open. They're all intact. And it appeared that they would push a probe up the specimen's nose, and so a probe would go up the specimen's nose, and then they break out a piece of the bone at the base of the nose, and they can scoop the brains out, as it were, down the nose of the specimen which is being mummified. This is the skull of the mummy of Tutankhamun, and you can see there a fragment of bone which has been pushed from the base of the nose into the cranial cavity. Also, the other thing you can see here is that the mummy was laid on its back, and the back of the skull filled up with resin, and then it was tipped right up, and so you can see the different levels and the different layering at which the resin was used for the mummification process.
It might seem unlikely that scientists can tell a 3,000-year-old mummy's blood group, but it's possible because the substances that determine it are actually found throughout the whole body, not just in the blood. This is how it's done. A sample of mummy tissue is ground up into a fine powder and added to modern red blood cells. Put simply, a change in the blood group of the new cells indicates the blood group of the original specimen. From the mummy's tissue, it's also possible to extract intact fragments of DNA to get a genetic profile of the body. Pioneering tests like these are currently helping to determine another of the mysteries of ancient Egypt. Just who was the true father of Tutankhamun? Like the riddle of the Sphinx, Egyptian mummies have kept their secrets for thousands of years. Only now is science being used to unlock their mysteries. Blood tests for mummies? Would you believe it?